The former Army private who plotted to kill Fort Hood soldiers will spend the rest of his life in prison.
Nasser Abdo got 2 life sentences this morning, but not before speaking in court for about 30 minutes about what he called his motivation. Abdo was convicted in May for a plan to bomb a restaurant near Fort Hood, one popular with soldiers and their families. He represented himself for today's sentencing, and KXAN's Chris Sadeghi was in the courtroom in Waco.
In a nearly 30-minute statement that he read in front of the court, Nasser Abdo said that he planned the attack on Fort Hood as a part of a jihad. Prosecutors say now they're sending him to a place where he won't be able to do that. Nasser Abdo was wearing a white scarf around his mouth and a thin black mesh over his entire head. And for 30 minutes, he explained his view of the circumstances that led to him going AWOL from the Army, then planning this attack. He says he asked for the conscientious objector status from the Army because he disagreed with things his unit at Fort Campbell was being asked to do. When it was denied, he began to fight a jihad. It will have to happen in prison because he was sentenced to 2 life sentences plus an extra 60 years for all the charges against him. Abdo was wearing the mask because he had previously spit blood at marshals escorting him in an attempt to infect them with a virus. He said Allah would grant him mercy, and in his statement he railed on the lack of checks and balances in the government and Army. Prosecutors say that's what motivated it all.
He had grievances and he had complaints, not unlike many people do in a civil society, and he wasn't satisfied with how they were being taken care of, and he chose to take the law into his own hands.
And prosecutors took time to thank those gun store clerks that noticed something suspicious with Abdo and decided to call authorities. They say that those clerks may have been nervous, but they made that call anyway and likely saved lives. We're in Waco. Chris Sadeghi, KXAN News.